Hey guys, it's Ashley Simone here. I hope you guys had an amazing day. I am back to talk about y'all. I know I probably was saying his name wrong, but I'm in my last video. But I'm here to talk about David's son, Solomon. Solomon, and just a little bit about who he was, his purpose. I guess it'll be his purpose. A reason why he's important and what we should learn from his story. So as y'all already know, he was the son of David. He was known to be the wisest, wealthiest man back then, one of the kings. And hey guys, it's Ashley Simone here. I hope you guys had an amazing Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, so thank God for that. I am here to talk about Solomon, the son of King David. He was known to be one of the wealthiest and wisest men who ever lived. He was also known for all his wives he had and the writings and the poetry that he wrote in the Bible. I'm sorry, y'all, that was my baby, but Solomon. So God appeared to Solomon and said to him, "Ask for whatever you want me to give to you." Solomon asked for wisdom and knowledge so he could better govern God's people. So God basically gave Solomon the jackpot of all divine gifts. If you go to the book of Chronicles, chapter 1, verse 11, it says, God said to Solomon, "Since this is your heart's desire, and you have not asked for wealth, riches, or honor, nor for the death of your enemies, and since you have not asked for a long life, but wisdom and knowledge to govern my people, over whom I have made you king, therefore wisdom and knowledge will be given to you, and I will also give you wealth, riches, and honor, such as no king who was before you ever had, and none after you will have." So, he got it all. He got it all. Solomon became so well known. Other rulers started to come to him, asking him questions and learning from him. Solomon inherited a great deal of his father's wealth, because y'all know David had all type of stuff, all type of stuff from all type of wars he had won and all type of stuff. But not only did he inherit that, God promised him to give him wealth. So his daddy wealth ain't been better than God. So I know, like, it's not even said in the Bible how much money and everything that Solomon had, but he was wealthy. He was the wealthiest man. He had it all. And he had God too in the beginning. And Solomon built the first Jewish temple. It was the focal point of the Jewish faith. Y'all know, like, the Ark of Covenant. It was kind of like that in a way. David was supposed to build this temple, but God told David not to build it because one of his sons was going to build it, and it really did come to pass. There's more to that story too. And Solomon had 700 wives plus like 300 girlfriends, and God did not intend it, or did he desire this from Solomon. And the thing is, Solomon knew better. Before the Israelites even reached the promised land, God warned them that a king with many wives would be led astray by his heart. he told them not to marry people from specific lands because it would lead them to serve other gods. And Solomon knew all of that. He married wives from every part of the world, basically. Everybody. He had everybody daughter. Everybody. 700 wives? 300 girlfriends? And for what? It's like why have all of these riches and everything that your natural heart can desire, but not have God? Like, why would you want that? You would be so lonely. You would have it all, but you would be lonely. Honestly. Unhappy, honestly. You can have all the girls in the world if you want to. But you ain't gonna make it to heaven like that. And all them wives he had turned his heart towards other gods. Just like God said. Even to the gods of child sacrifice. So they were killing babies. Which turned the Israelites' hearts towards them too. So he was an example, and he turned the whole country. He surrounded the Israelites with idols from all over. At the start of his establishment, he made this special place for God, the temple. But by the end of his time, the temple was just one of many places to honor one or many gods. Like, it was just overshadowed. No one paid attention to it. It was like, it wasn't even there because of how many other gods he had there, how many different idols he had there with people worshiping in them. Solomon also wrote and spoke many of the Proverbs. Just like his father was a talented musician, he was talented also with his poems and Proverbs. I think it was said that he wrote the book of one of the books, I believe, in the New Testament, but they don't have no proof that it was him who wrote it, but they believe that he was the one to write it. Near the end of his time as king, he had several enemies, and even his own advisor, Gerald. I cannot say this name, y'all. I need to practice saying his name, but his advisor rebelled against him. He died of natural causes. He was the last king to rule over the 12 united tribes of Israel. His son became king after him. Even though Solomon was gifted with wisdom, that didn't protect him from making some pretty serious mistakes. He understood he understood exactly how the world worked. His father was David, so he watched what his father did as king. Like, he saw the things that he went through, and it was just like, why would you even do this to yourself if you knew the outcome? But instead of him living in harmony with God and his order of the world, he tried to make it work how he wanted it to work. Y'all ever try to, like, live how you want to live and think God is going to be pleased with it and think that it's okay? I think that's kind of what he did, but just 10 times worse. Just 10 times, 1,000 times worse. And God wasn't pleased with it. And y'all know that in my last video, I was talking about how you got to take seriously. Like, we can't just be sinning and be like, Lord, you know my heart. Please forgive me. Sin again, Lord, you know my heart. Please forgive me. We can't live like that. Or even just living like, oh, I can't be touched because I got this, I got that. I don't even need God no more. He helped me get here and I don't need him no more. I'm good. I'm about to do and live my life how I want to live my life. It don't work like that. It don't. And he followed in his father's footsteps, especially with the woman. And the only thing he didn't do David was obedient. Even though David sinned and made mistakes, he was obedient. He still followed God. He still repented and tried to go after what God wanted him to go after. But his son Solomon didn't do that. He had no obedience, none at all. And being obedient touches God's heart. If you want to make him smile, be obedient. That's just like a child. If your child was a child who always act out, didn't listen to nobody, act up in school, when that child started really listening and doing the right thing and taking heed to what you've been telling them and doing right and not wrong, you're going to be happy. I know I would. I hope my children don't give me a hard time, too hard of a time, but I want them to be obedient. That will touch my heart. If they could just be obedient and live right, I'll be happy. I will feel like I did my part as a mother. So how do you think God feels? Let's be obedient and live life how he wants us to live it. Because whether you know it or not, whether you got all the riches or not, you need God. We cannot live on this earth without God. You cannot make it into heaven without God. Come on now. We got to get this thing together. We got to get it together. Because God shows us love daily. Because we wake up every day. And half of us don't tell him thank you for that. We got to get it together. So, y'all, I'm about to go. I might come back with another word tonight. I'm not sure. But I'm about to go. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Bye, y'all. I forgot, y'all. I'm so sorry. I forgot a major key point in this whole message that I had. It was on my back page, and I checked it right before I got done. But it says, wisdom is a valuable gift, and God gave Solomon an abundance of it. But with that wisdom came an even greater temptation to trust his own judgment rather than humbly walking with God, which makes it all the more remarkable that Solomon said, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. That's Proverbs 3, 5, and 16. Y'all, I have experienced this. It's so crazy because as a person who hears from God regularly, I can't trust myself. I cannot trust myself telling myself what he wants for my life. I can say what he tells me to say for somebody else, but when it comes to me trying to figure out my own life, it don't work like that, shorty. It don't work like that. He will give me messages to speak to other people. I don't know who these people are, but he will give me messages to speak to other people. And then I can relate them to my life too. But he don't give me a lot of details about my own life. And that's something that I'm accepting because I gotta trust him. No matter what it looks like. I gotta trust him. I can't lean on my own understanding because I might just fail myself. Because I'm leaning on my own understanding. I can't do it. And I'm not going to do it anymore. It says, he will make your path straight. Not you. Not me. He will make your path straight. But y'all, I just wanted to share that really quick with y'all. But I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.